Like an aioli, yeah.
Speaking of aiolis,
Welcome
to the LSF Podcast.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
Waited for the second I sent the tier list. You're like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
best. I'm good. Welcome back to the LSF Podcast, everyone. Woo, 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 woo,
Ooh.
Who are you?
I don't know who you talking to.
The person who just talked last, you fucking bitch.
I'm Ryan Eagle.
Ryan. Wait.
There it is. Woo! We did it.
Woo!
We do this every week.
But yeah, I'm living. I'm alive. I'm drinking after work. I hardly
Fucking
drink.
flex on me. How dare you say the phrase "I'm alive"?
Sorry to all the dead people out there listening, but I'm alive.
Shout out to Liz.
Shout out to Liz. Both Liz's.
Liz Truss's political career.
Rip Bozo. Actually, I think
Hey, so in 15 minutes, an alarm is gonna go off, and I'm just sorry about it.
to get your hot
Is it
pockets.
for hot pockets?
Let me take my meds live on pod. What's up?
Is it
Oh,
for
fair.
hot pockets?
No, it's for I need to take my meds every 12 hours.
Is
and
that
so
what
I'm
you
doing
call
them
them?
at
Your hot
Yeah.
pockets, your meds. Yeah.
True. That's
I'm
best.
doing them at 7 and 7.
Your
So
skin-
yesterday I took my fucking 7 p.m. one with beer. Today I'm taking my 7 p.m. one with fucking energy drink. I'm just great at being alive.
I said I'm alive. You're trying to die with that fucking combo. Like that's like I'm sure if you went to the doctor and was like, oh, what should I take this with? They're probably like, water probably be the best way to
Alcohol.
go. Try to avoid alcohols, high caffeinated drinks probably
To be
as well.
fair, I did Google whether or not it was safe to take this specific meds with alcohol, and they said, I was like, it might like slow down the effectiveness of it, but it's not gonna like stop it from working, and it's not gonna like kill you. I was like,
Yeah.
that's all I needed to hear, baby.
Yeah, I think I went.
Also-
It probably said yes, but like, come on.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like technically yes, but like what sort of fucking degen?
But did you search this before or after taking the medicine with the? Okay, well,
It was
yeah.
in his
you
mouth.
seem to feel like it's obvious.
I am
That's a- I could-
semi-responsible.
I could imagine you googling afterwards if that was an okay thing to do rather than
I'd
googling
like-
it beforehand.
I like to think you had it in your mouth with the beer, and you were googling it while it was like dissolving in your mouth. You're like, do you know?
For those asking why I'm on meds, Sunday after free game Friday, I literally almost just fucking died, like in my house on the floor. And it was kind of spooky. And my friend was like, "Hey, go to the fucking hospital." And then I did. So a lot of context is required for why we almost died, because it's a compounding so many fucking, like, in hindsight, so many poor decisions. But I just didn't even realize like any of them were happening at the time. And as I was laying in bed, literally dying, I was like, "How did we get here?" And I was like, "Yes, that'll do it." Throughout the day, so from like about noon to about like 11 when we wrapped up, I had consumed about 780 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot. And it's 2 bags and 2 cups of coffee. I was pretty dehydrated because I hadn't been drinking water because I'd been drinking nothing but caffeine. Friday, I had been at a party with a girl who had strep throat. And we did not exchange fluids, but I ended up getting strep anyway, which is annoying. But I didn't find that out until Sunday night.
Yeah, it's
that was
annoying. If you were gonna get it anyway, you knew that you might as well have just gone and exchanged some fluids.
right? Like, fuck, make it worth my while. But
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. 700 milligrams of caffeine, having strep, dehydrated. Normally, like when I'm streaming, because I am not shy to doing super fucking long streams. Every now and then I'll bust out just like an 8 or 9 for the fun of it. I've done fucking multiple 24-hour streams. I did the subathon where I was like forever. So like I'm usually good about like getting up, you know, at least to like go piss, because I fucking piss a lot. But I did like a 5.5 hour free game Friday where I did not get up once. And so when I did stand up, everything was, because I felt fine the entire stream. I like, even after ending stream, I like hung out in the voice call for like 10-15 minutes because I was just having fun and like didn't feel bad. But like the instant I stood up, fucking started shaking involuntarily. I got lightheaded. My heart started beating arrhythmically. My entire body started to ache. I like couldn't walk anymore, so I like literally had to fucking like hobble and like lay in bed. And then once I got in bed, I just had like this like awful fucking pain in my lower back, and no way I would like lay on the fucking bed would like make me feel better. And as I'm sitting there, like my heart starts like beating rhythmically, and like every time I try and take a deep breath, my like lungs just kind of like give out a little bit and like refuse to do the do. I'm like, oh, what a stupid fucking way to die. Just in my bed, staring at the fucking ceiling after streaming. Uh, and about like an hour or two pass, and I don't die. I'm like, cool. Heart starts to slow down. Everything is still fucking sore. My body wants to just fucking kill itself. My throat is starting to hurt at this point a little bit. Um, and so I text my nurse friend. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? And then because of the whole like sitting down and then nothing happening, I started sitting up. She was like, oh, go to the hospital. I think you might have a blood clot. And I'm like, fucking wicked. But it's like fucking midnight, so I wake up on a holiday, so the fucking clinic is closed. So I just have to fucking hang out in bed and be fucking sick and sore all day.
What holiday was it?
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Who?
Shut the fuck up. I hate you guys.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
Wow, imagine needing to come forward with American civil rights. Jeez, stop being so cringe, America.
But yeah, so I'm fucking in bed. Everything is still sore at this point, and my throat is now on fucking fire. I have never become more acutely aware of how a human being swallows than I was Monday into Tuesday before I could go to the doctor. Holy shit. Swallowing spit hurt, swallowing water hurt. I fucking didn't eat all of Monday. So on top of the everything that happened, I just didn't eat for 24 hours after that because like it hurt so fucking bad to like try and swallow anything.
Do you know what's crazy though? Drinking beer didn't hurt. Not the place to get over your medicine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you have an alcohol problem. Oh, everything hurt except beer.
Except the beer.
Well, it sounds like alcohol was the only thing that wasn't a problem. So
yeah, that's
Exactly.
healthy.
That's the only thing I had right.
So what we're saying is, if you drink alcohol and you feel better, it's definitely a good idea to consume more.
Yeah. That's endorsed.
That's
what's the curly at one guarantee?
But Tuesday, because we have Monday off school, and so I'm like, of course, I get to spend my fucking extra day off, just being in bed, sore and aching and dying. Tuesday I wake up, my body is like physically no longer that sore, which is cool. I still want to rip my throat out though. But I have to wait for 9 a.m. For all the fucking offices to open. I have to call in and be like, hey, can I get a schedule at the clinic? Can I get an appointment at the clinic, please? Thank you. And they like slot me in whenever they can slot me in. Which is like 2:30, which is fucking annoying because I'm like, cool, let me just hang out for like 5 more hours being dead. In that time, while I was showering, I started coughing up blood in the shower. I was like, gang, gang. I was like so fucking sick. And then I make my way into the clinic, and the doctor, she's like checking out my throat and stuff, and she's like, wow, that's impressive. And I was like, impressive good or impressive bad?
Then he put his cock away.
She was like, just impressive. Because of just like how fucking swollen and red and like disgusting my throat
And then he put his cock away.
But yeah, it was like so bad. She like tested my blood. She was like, I want to test your kidney and your liver to see if like there's anything else wrong with you, because it can't just be this, can it?
She tested your kidney and your liver because she knew that you were taking alcohol while you were doing your medicine.
Didn't even have meds yet.
That's the worst bit about it. You weren't even prescribed them. You've been
just
taking
found pills on the ground. It's like, hell yeah.
What's this methamphetamine? Ooh, never heard of that before. Do you take it with beer?
What is this? It looks like a sticker with a smiley face on it.
But aside from all this, but I've always had really bad like back acne. And she was like, oh, I can prescribe something. Yeah, exactly. I usually call it back acne, but when I say back acne, people are like, huh? So, but so I got something prescribed for that. So that's like a nice bonus. Cause like she was like, so do you have any like health problems like that are like consistent? I was like, bro, I haven't been to like a general practitioner in like fucking like 10 years. I could not fucking tell you. I could be dead for all you know. And so she wants me to make another appointment so we can just do like normal like health checkup stuff to like see like what my body looks like when I'm not on the verge of death. But I get prescribed. So we test. I do have strep throat. Surprise, surprise. Because I went in and I was like, hey, I think I have strep. What she thinks happened because my blood work and stuff came back clear, like my kidneys, my liver, all that stuff was working fine. But I just had really high white blood cell count, which just means I was like super sick. My body was like kicking into overdrive, trying to fight the shit off. She thinks because of all of the caffeine, I stimulated the growth of the strep bacteria, and that's why it was as bad as it was.
Holy fuck. You ingest so much caffeine, you're just like making everything into a super virus.
Um, and so I got an antibiotic / oral steroid. And like literally fucking 2 hours after I took the first pill, I was like, oh my God, I can fucking swallow and talk. I ate some food. It was great. I also started drinking, I got some tea as a white elephant gift. So I've been drinking some hot oolong tea to go with my ramen.
That sounds exactly what you need, more caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a low caffeinated tea. But it actually it helped a lot, and I like even like I said, 2 hours after my first pill, I was fine. After I took the second pill Wednesday morning, I was like, man, I feel great. But they said I couldn't return to work until I was on the antibiotic for 24 hours. So Wednesday, I was just fucking dicking around, twiddling my thumbs, like, man, what do?
Also, I can't believe you've been juicing. Admit it on stream that you've been juicing.
Yeah. And then Wednesday was, I guess it was 2 days ago, but Wednesday, Monday, Grub Buds, they did some beer, and I hated all their fucking beer opinions. I was like, you know what's a fucking cool Bonus Buds Patreon episode idea? You guys have me drink all the beer alone in my basement while I'm home from work sick.
Well, I take my medicine.
Yeah, I ended up doing it around 7 o'clock. I was like, well, time to take my meds.
You know, sorry, just when you're talking about Grub Buds, yeah, there's just this weird relationship between Pizza Hut and Grub Buds that I just see all the time on Twitter. Like, does Truman know somebody? Like
No.
what's going on? Like, are they just, they're just like the boys?
Yeah, one time Pizza Hut responded to a tweet, and since then we've just been like kind of close, and they sent us that merchant shit.
Yeah, I seen them reply not that long ago to something he said as well. I'm like, what is going on?
The guy who runs the Pizza Hut account just thinks Truman's funny, I guess.
I respect it. I respect it.
Speaking of, so we always do weird news on Grub Buds. Pizza Hut's recently set the like new world record for like world's largest pizza or some shit, and I know Truman's gonna make that a fucking weird news question on Monday. I'm calling my shot. So I'm ready for it.
And then you'll get invited to the Pizza Hut offices by the Pizza Hut PR guy to record a podcast surrounded by pizza.
Listen, if we can just suck Pizza Hut's dick enough for them to like actually sponsor us for an episode, then we can use that episode to show other brands like, hey, look, we're trustworthy to do brand like actual like nationally branded content. Please give us food and we'll review your food. And we'll because we've already been it.
The only one that signs up for it is Chick-fil-A.
Cry. But like we've already like been completely honest with our fans. It's like if any like big brand wants to sponsor us, we will lie our asses off. We will say it's the best food we've ever had in our fucking life. We have no like honesty on the show at all.
You would lose all integrity if you got a Burger King sponsorship because no one would believe you.
Truman is unironically a Burger King defender, but for me and Joe and Owen to say that we like Burger King would in fact be 100% cap.
I think I've said this before, but like a Burger King for some reason in airports hits different than anywhere else in the world. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Like anytime I go to an airport and I see a Burger King, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in for a feed. Let's go, boys. Oh, a double XL cheeseburger from Burger King in Belfast International Airport. It's different.
When I went to TwitchCon, I had a layover in Vegas. I walked 3 terminals over so I could go to a fucking Chinese place because it was the only place that had like vegetarian options. I got like some veggies and rice. I was like, hell yeah. The rice was the most bland fucking white rice I've ever had in my life, but the veggies were pretty good, and I got like some fucking teriyaki sauce to put on it. So overall, it ended up being decent, but I was like, bro, what the fuck? I walked fucking 45 minutes for the shit.
I had like a 8-hour layover in like Gatwick or one of those fucking airports in London, and it was during like the really hot period in the UK in the summer. I might have talked about it in the podcast, I can't remember, but I waited for like an hour to get Wagamama's because I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, there's
I'm
that
gonna,
alarm in 15 minutes I told you guys about.
yeah, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I may as well sit and wait for fucking Wagamamas. And sat there, went to Wagamamas on my own and watched anime and Wagamamas. And I was like, am I the problem? Am I going to like a place with like, Asian food or like Japanese inspired food and watching anime? I'm that guy. Got a
You're
bowl of
that guy,
ramen with some fucking gyoza and fucking scranned away and watched.
Yoza, I hardly know.
Speaking of, I guess this is have you seen the video of fucking
The bear
Bojo?
falling out of the tree. Oh no,
No,
what's up?
Bojo.
You
Same
go
thing.
first.
He posted on
Video
Twitter.
Bojo.
Yeah, he posted on Twitter a video of him like drinking some fucking like peach juice from Japan, and it's just like because it was given to him by like some foreign minister, and he's just like he opens up the tin like so like, and he's like, "Ah, I love this that was given to me by blah 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 blah," and you're like, I hate you so much, and then all the comments are just people being like, why don't you support British businesses? Why are you supporting the Japanese businesses?
That's so funny.
Oh my god, poor Bojo. Can't enjoy a nice little peach juice or whatever it is without getting harassed. Poor guy. But at the same
More,
time...
more freebies, Johnson. You're a scrounging embarrassment to the country. Someone give him a fucking can of peach juice. Like, not to defend the man, he's an asshole, but fucking hell, he fucking gets given a can of peach juice. It's called scrounging. That's so funny.
Like, I get it that it was clearly like a relationship business building thing between like a Japanese business and the UK.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was. And he was just making a video. But the thing is, it's like the worst acting ever. You see him like take a sip, and he doesn't like. You can tell he doesn't like it. Yeah. But he's like, yummy.
Like he doesn't swallow, and he's just sort of like,
yeah. It's as if he put it up to his lips and then just put it back down again and went,
Oh, that's crazy. How did you swallow it so fast?
Like whenever you're like pretending that like a child that you're eating the food so that they eat it, you're like yum 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 yummy, yeah. And then you give it to the child and they're like, oh.
But it doesn't work with drinks though, because what I would do as a child is if I didn't like something, I'd like eat it, mush it up, and then just down it with whatever drink I was drinking.
Oh, that set you up later for life whenever you need the down drinks. I'll say
I can only down drinks with a mouthful of broccoli first.
Yeah, it's great. You go to like
chug. Oh.
Yeah, it's like you're in a pub and they're like everyone's lined up pints and you're just like there with like half a broccoli, like half a thing of broccoli and a pint. Like trust the process, guys.
Yeah, I'm still the fastest.
Yeah, that was a. This is also a beautiful segue, but did any of you see Cutie Cinderella's bacon stream where she was low key just scranning on broccoli?
No, that's funny though.
She was just
broccoli's good.
No, but like she was just walking around with a big ass fucking thing of broccoli, just like going nom 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 in public.
Was that episode 4 or 5? I take it, or
5.
Was this just a different stream? Oh, 5. Okay,
It
yeah.
was 5.
I haven't seen 4 or 5. So.
Okay. Do you know who wins?
I have a guess.
Guess.
Please tell me it was Caroline.
Oh yeah, you don't even know.
No, so Caroline went home episode 4 is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, she doesn't make it to the final.
Yeah, Caroline's not in the final.
So please tell me Slime wins it all.
Yes.
God damn it, dude! Remember when I said we should publicly lynch Squeaks in a video game?
I don't even know Minecraft. Anything about Squeaks, but I will say the people in his chat are fucking funny. Like the stuff, all the jokes about him, like all the little in jokes are very hilarious. Where apparently Squeaks is gonna raid the Capitol building and all this. They just constantly spam it, and I'm like, I love this so much. And they're like, my squeaker, my squirter, my squeaker.
My squirter was pretty funny. Stans was all ready to take credit for my squirter. He was like, hell yeah, dude.
But the whole thing was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I know you haven't watched the whole thing. Landigo said he's seen clips, but I've watched the whole thing. The final
episodes 1, 2, and 3 were fantastic. So
episode 4, I didn't, as I said, the whole thing. I watched missed half an hour of it, but I know I sort of caught up on it, like speed ran it, Notice to See style, 2 times speed on another monitor. while also playing like 40 games of Sudoku and 60 games of Scrabble and playing Peglin all at the same time.
Listen, all the best streamers have ADHD. I don't get why you're trying to like flame me for my fucking superpower / being part of the.
Yeah, all the best React streamers don't watch videos on 2x speed. They'll tell you that.
I know, and god, I just need my chat to be as ADHD as me.
Yeah, I'll say if anything, they watch on like negative fucking speed because they're about the pausing that some people do. AK stand.
Well, I will defend the pausing is the better way to do
it makes
React
sense.
content.
Oh yeah, it does, but it's
not
fine.
just fucking like letting it go, and then you're like, hey.
You let it go, and then you go make food and leave it while your chair's watching.
Yeah,
I need to do a fucking movie game play along stream again, which I guess will have to be played at 1x speed because chat's not that good of.
Ratatouille. Hey, that was my idea. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the Ratatouille during Ratatouille was Flame, and it was also your idea. But I'm playing a D&D character based off of the lead character of the movie Stardust from 2007, starring Charlie Cox and Henry Cavill. The character, she like is the fallen star. She's a stars Circle of the Stars druid. She like came down from space in a fucking like amethyst, and like we fucking like crashed into the thing. And I'm doing what the stars tell me. And the only reason I'm here to save the shitty planet is because the stars are worried about like the big bad evil guy, and that's the only reason I have aligned with the party. Is because the stars told me to. And part of it is that we're gonna like end up going into like the depths of hell and stuff. And my character is gonna have like a big like anxiety attack when like I'm not able to see the stars anymore. And it's gonna be cool and fun. And I make really cool conceptual characters in D&D.
But then it'll be all fine because Rosalina will come and give you a little star bit guy to follow you around.
Yeah.
Is there going to be like a bit where you go and see some sky pirates, and one of them's Robert De Niro, who is like the leader of the sky pirates but likes to cross dress?
Yes. That is Stardust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I haven't seen the movie in forever, and I need to rewatch it so I can
It's like the
better
only thing I
play.
know about Stardust is
You can
that Robert
RP
De Niro
effectively.
cross dresses as a pirate in it.
Yeah, and I brought it up, and a couple people chat were like, "Oh, I love that movie." It's like, bet we'll watch / play the Stardust game together, guys.
Yeah. We got slightly sidetracked, but I want to talk about the bacon stream. I just want to say about
Stan's got robbed. Stan's got robbed.
Yeah, I actually feel like the day 4 was cream puffs, right? And none of them made cream puffs. They made creamy thing with bread and or cookie, and
our cookie.
I think Stan would have been fine on that because he could have just like done some sort of.
Dude, the brownie episode where someone was like, "Brownies are just thick cookies."
Yeah. That episode, like, it wasn't as good because they were all like basically for the last episode they moved into a different kitchen that was like bigger, and it was like they were opposite each other.
They made it bigger just for the two of them.
Yeah, no, but it was so they were opposite each other and they could like move the camera around more, and then it was good. But the whole thing was to make a tiered cake, right, like a wedding cake.
Yeah.
So 2.5 hours they had, and Squeaks 2 hours in went, "What is a tiered cake?"
And he won the fucking series.
He didn't. Slime won.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You asked did Slime win, and I said yeah.
Because I said, "Tell me, Slime won." And you're like, "Yeah," like that was like facetious. Like,
No,
this is what he wants.
he did win.
No.
God damn it, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, I will mildly retract my. We should publicly lynch Squeaks.
No,
So-
we should though, because he was the one who kicked out Stans.
Yeah, fuck Squeaks.
Oh, no, actually, no. I resent that. It was
Stans
the
kicked out Stans.
Caroline Stans who kicked out Stans.
Yeah.
It was
Will Neff.
Because Caroline should have been in the finale with Squeaks, and then Stan should have got through because then Caroline was definitely going to beat Squeaks in the
banning.
in the results. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last episode they did cakes, right? He thought tiered meant layered because Cutie never showed him a picture. He just thought it meant 2 layers.
That's so funny.
So he basically made like a Victoria sponge.
That's so good.
But what he did was he made the cake from Mario 64. No, the ending cake.
Yeah.
So he got strawberries and got like cream and then just got like Mario cake. They sent Taylor off to the shop just to buy them whenever they wanted beforehand.
And he has some Mario characters.
Yeah, he asked for Mario characters, and she just went and bought him like all the toys. You know, I can get the ones where they sit on go karts and stuff. Like she just bought him a fuckload of Nintendo toys, and just came back with those, some flowers and some fresh strawberries. He was like, "All right, sweet." It honestly didn't, like, considering they'd never made a cake before, or like, you know, covered a cake and anything. It didn't look horrible. Apparently, they both tasted like cornbread though, opposed to cake. And they had like each of them had 5 minutes that Cutie could help them with. Mm-hmm. So they probably should have used it at the start, but Slime used his like quite early, and then Squeeze used his instantly after Slime used his. Because all Cutie did was go, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and basically told them exactly what they needed to do in the 5 minutes. Yeah. And all of it went out the window instantly. Every single thing that she said just went, and then she like watched that she was like said stuff to Squeaks, and then like 2 minutes later, after she had finished like the 5 minutes, watched him like mix up all of the things that she said. He put like he wanted to like he was like, I'll put jam in the middle, like a jam thing, and what Cutie had said was to make whipping cream, you put like a bit of something, some other ingredient, right? So what he heard in his head was, okay, I need to whip the jam with that in it. And she was like literally just like was like fuck me, and then he ended up making this like jam curd. Like it didn't look nice at all, and then he didn't make the whipping cream, and then well, it was crazy. But what the theme of his was Mario's, and the theme of Slime's.
Oh, it's a little desert island.
It was Pablo Escobar.
Oh yeah, what a theme.
And what he wanted to do was make Pablo Escobar's fortress that was surrounded by sharks, so they couldn't get his treasure. So he wanted to make a bunker. He didn't have time for that, so he just made like an island with a tree on it, and just said that's where the treasure was buried. And all he did was like he thingied it white. It looked really good in the end. He made an actual tiered cake, but he did what Squeak should have done. So Squeaks made 2 cakes the same size and just made like a sponge, right? By just putting them on top of each other. But what Slime did was he made 2 as well, but then he just cut the inside out. He just used like a cutter and just like made another different size circle from the bigger one. And Squeaks like, holy shit.
I'll tell you what, actually. I just looked up like the comparison between Squeaks' cake and the one from the end of Super Mario 64.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Slime's one was way more creative in my opinion. It was just funny. He just put silly little sharks on it to make it look funny. And
do you know what's really funny? Is the cake from Mario 64 is a 2-tiered cake.
Yeah.
And it isn't. So if you'd have actually copied it more perfectly, you'd have done the actual challenge.
And they commented saying it would have been really, really hype for a 10-year-old's birthday opposed to, you know, a wedding. I was like, no, that's a good point.
True. They weren't meant to make wedding cakes, were they? I mean, to be fair, you can't say that the Pablo Escobar one's a great wedding cake either, so...
Our wedding is Coke themed. What do you mean? The Pablo Escobar cake really brings everything together.
Yeah, if you take out the fact that like if you pretend,
I've just seen the jelly sharks on
the jelly sharks is hype.
Yeah, because that's definitely what you want on your wedding cake, not a kid's birthday cake.
Okay, but Simon ended up winning like pretty resoundingly because Squeaks' was kind of like they both weren't very polished. Don't get me wrong, but his was just like he also used the weirdest flavor combinations like jam and like pumpkin spice. I'm like, oh, okay. Because again, his head, he's went, these are nice flavors. Let's just put them all in and hope one works.
No.
Opposed to Slime, who went with like he used like pineapple and like tropical fruits.
That makes sense. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's doing like an island and like this ocean. I'm like that actually just makes sense. Opposed to Squeaks just going, fuck it, let's just put all the flavors we can and hope that one of them comes through.
No, what you do is you make all the water like salted, like really salted caramel, and then you make like the island, like the fruity bits.
I'm hungry now. But in whole, the event was really, really good. It was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. Episode 4 kind of shined because Ted Nivison was on it, and he literally was just pure chaos. He replaced.
You know who I thought was low key funny in episode 3, and like was a joy to pay attention to? Taylor, actually, because the other. Yeah, like the other assistant was like being really good, and so like anytime Taylor did anything, it was like, "Are you sure that like I don't know her name? We'll call her Danny for the sake of this
Mhm.
exercise." Like, are you sure Danny didn't do that? Like, anytime like Taylor tried to show you something, it's like, "Bro, eat shit, Taylor." It was just very funny watching her get like bullied, basically.
Yeah. They also tried to blame her for the fact that Stans put the fucking rolling pin in the blender. That was an experience.
But yeah, no. He said it was better than he thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Queen doesn't miss. If Cutie's doing it, I know it's gonna bang.
I just in my head, I'm just thinking the only thing that would have made it.
Also, I guess do you like Bake Off, like British Bake Off?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I fucking love that shit. So like when she said she's doing that with streamers, I'm like, hell yeah, it's gonna be like that but scuffed.
Yeah.
The only thing that worried me is all of these like cooking shows and like the only thing that really puts me off about like the shit camp like streams and everything like that is the camera work. And it's like, don't get me wrong, they do really well at the camera work, but I can't watch a stream where it's just constant camera moving around a place. Like,
I think that's funny
just,
personally.
Like, I just can't watch it. Like just like the constant like slight movement of the camera and everything, just constantly moving around, and then like
That's because
You can get a lot of funny bits with it, but it would be interesting to see it if they did it like Big Brother style, where they have the camera set up in like fixed locations around the house, and then they just had whoever their producer is switching from different cameras to get like whatever angle best represents the action currently going on. But that's also a
Yeah,
lot harder
I
to
mean-
do for like shit camps specifically when you're like outside. So
yeah, exactly. And it's hard to do from like a stream content anyway. Like if it was to do it like Bake Off, like you would have to just like pre-record everything anyway. Like it wouldn't be a
Yeah, which like a lot of
the stream
YouTubers
thing.
have done.
Like
To be fair.
like yeah, like
Mm.
like I totally get like why it has to be the way that it is really.
Mhm.
But just for me, like I just like that's why I watch the clips and stuff. It's because I just can't watch like a full 4 hours of just.
I think as well. To be fair,
But that's just me anyway. I
for-
just get like sort of motion sickness with it.
for Cutie's platform, I feel like she has higher peaks on Twitch than she does on her YouTube, and it would probably be more beneficial for her to do it on her Twitch, where she's gonna get all the I'm not saying that's where she's gonna get all of her exposure from, but I just feel like I see more Cutie stream stuff like on stream than I would go and watch on her YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's probably fair. I don't know for sure, but
I don't know. To be fair, she's really lucky that she got so many people that want to be involved in all of her stuff. Like all those people were. Well, I don't know anything about JHB. But
yeah,
everyone else I enjoyed.
Cuties generally. How does that compare to stands? Not to put them against each other, but I understand how big stands is, kind of. So
What are you looking at her YouTube?
yeah, so like her YouTube is like, apart from when stands like pops off, it's like double stands' sort of size.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
she's got triple the followers, but then when it comes to her stream, if you go by that same proportion, Stans at the minute is hitting like 100 or not 100, sorry, 1K like things, but that's because of the truffle extension on his YouTube. But
Yeah.
whereas even when he does like his biggest of it, like what's the biggest thing Stan's ever done? What, the Slothathon, I guess. Not that's
I don't
harsh,
know.
but I'm trying to think
I don't really know because like the Slothphone was quite big, but it was also a little bit like
in
a
itself.
lot of Stan's viewership sort of grew after that as well. So
Yeah. So but like whenever
I don't
Cutie
think
does it,
I don't think Stans has really done an event since.
yeah, like if we
like,
look just as an
games.
example, like Cutie's videos hit about 150K on average, maybe a bit
Yeah.
more. And you look at like her average viewership on Twitch is like 2 to 3K
Yeah, that's
for
probably about
for a normal
it's
stream.
Quite similar then, actually.
But then if you look at her
It's
like her
it's
big
two or three
events,
times for the videos and then 2 or 3 times for the streams. That you saying
No,
it
just-
was like
what I'm
much
saying is
smaller?
the streams go way higher in
Yeah.
comparison to the YouTube videos.
Yeah,
So like if you look at the Christmas Carol thing, right? It's a lot of those are sitting at like 150 to 200K. 200K I was looking at here, one of the videos. And like her average videos are only like less than not even less than half of that. But when it comes to her streams, there would have been like from my memory, there was like 15 to 20K people watching that, which is way bigger than her average stream. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they're all good. I don't really care. Like, I'm just saying if you look at it that way, I feel like she gets more exposure on that, especially when there's like people she's collaborating with. I feel like that benefits more as a live thing than it does on YouTube sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
Because like if you have just an example like Point Crow, like the people that were on that, all the people that would be watching them now are going to go watch QD right now, opposed to people that are interested in the event. But when it comes to the YouTube video, they're not like people aren't going to be like, holy shit, is that Point Crow in the like? Maybe someone would, but not as many people.
I feel like a fair amount of people do.
But I'm looking at the actual stats on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, because that's something I've also noticed as well. Like I feel like a lot of her like big videos should be bigger.
Yeah.
Like the only one that really like hit like I think it should have was her streamer awards video because it's around like 3 million or something like that, 2 or 3 million.
So like for example, I remember watching the IRL Clue stream.
Yeah, Clue hit pretty well. It's at like
it's 368K, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at what's the video before that? Scott Ludwig in the thumbnail, and it's probably pretty sure
1.5 now. My bad.
I don't know what Fellas is.
I'm pretty sure it's a Reddit review of and Ludwig's in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like the comparisons of like an average video, that's like twice as much. But that stream would have been significantly more than twice as much people watching live because Hassan's in it because he's not live at the time.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's in it, she wouldn't be live at the time. Ludwig's in it, he wouldn't be live at the time. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing by any means. I'm just saying I think it benefits her more to do it on Twitch than to pre-record it because of how much more exposure she gets at the live event. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. It is finally clicking what you were saying to me. And yes, your argument does in fact make sense.
Okay. I didn't display it super well because I just talked about numbers for a bit. But
I think her like normal streams are definitely the opposite though. Like looking at her like videos on her YouTube where she just looks at her like Reddit reviews and stuff, they seem to do like way better than I imagine her stream pulls in like regularly sort of thing. Like the events seem to be like a complete like switch of that. Like the videos do about just as well as her streams that don't bring in as many people as her events.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know enough about YouTube like algorithm and Twitch shit to really comment on it.
I guess that's kind of the thing then. If her events are only going to be as good video wise as the content she does like Reddit reviews and stuff, there's no point trying to cater that content around the YouTube channel.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why shit can't work.
I guess you could also argue that if she tailored that content around the YouTube, like how YouTube works, then it might perform better on YouTube. But
yeah, well, you look at the IRL, like we were talking about the Clue video. It's been cut down. It was a 3-hour stream or something. It's been cut down to 17 minutes, and that's probably why it did better.
But it's still the same problem with like a lot of these things where you can tell it's a stream that's been cut down to 17 minutes, and that's not as interesting to watch on YouTube as something that's been crafted to be 17 minutes.
Yeah. The only problem with that as well is that there's so much more of a money commitment, I think, if you're making something specifically for YouTube, opposed to just live streaming it and just cutting it up. Like, imagine she was to do the Bake Off thing, but with as you said, with like multiple camera angles, opposed to just her walking around with the camera and having it all set up and having like, camera here, mic here, and everything. That automatically just increases the amount of the cost by significant. It also means you don't get
the cost. Yeah.
Whilst it would be a really good YouTube product, you also miss out on the stuff. Maybe she makes more money from Twitch. I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was five different streams, all sponsored by HelloFresh.
Yeah.
And then so that alone is that would be more than probably the 5 videos they pay for. And then also you've got the fact that because she does it on Twitch and YouTube, she technically gets like, it will be double because one will perform better than the other, but like, there's 2 forms of revenue from the same content. Whereas if she just made it for YouTube, she wouldn't get the both sides of it. And like you say, she probably gets more monetary gain from doing the stream than she does the YouTube, regardless of the sponsorship.
I just wanted to show this one thumbnail that I love so much. This fucking peek over the. Can you see it? Like fucking
Yes.
Peek over the fucking top. What is that thumbnail? And the worst thing is, you can see where I've stopped watching it is when Minx comes up on the screen. But that's about it. My queen.
That's when you left?
That's when I just paused. No.
Okay, there it is.
Um,
You're like, man, he's been staring at this one image for 6 hours. What's going on?
no, I
Just what happens when you scroll over that video. Actually, it just shows you Cutie and her dad saying "wow" at Minx.
Yeah, he calls her attractive, I think, and then I was like, "Don't dare talk about my queen like that," and then Rage quit the video.
Queen attractive.
You don't get to say that. But yeah, and the whole was really good. It is great.
Yeah.
Poggers. All right. Any poggers in chat?
Wait, there's a chat.
I say, yeah, chat, and this is where you pog.
Oh.
If you made it this far into the video, pog.
Pog.
But yeah, so I don't think there's too much else to say about Cutie's baking there.
No.
Apart from standard.
The Streamer Awards is officially you can buy tickets. Did you see that?
True. Yeah.
Partnered streamers can buy tickets.
Yeah.
And then after normal people, the plebs can.
Yeah.
Plebeians can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless Afghans buys all the tickets.
It's an interesting idea, isn't it? Making it so it's like public.
My favorite thing is that partner streamers can buy it, but Cutie said really specifically on the stream, you will not be near the more important people, just so you know.
Yeah.
There will be security surrounding you. You will not get to see XQC.
You will not get to see.
If he even shows up.
That's
yeah. I was gonna say, wait a minute, hold on now.
yeah.
Wait, so do we know if Soda's going to the Streamer Awards or not?
Well, if he's not going, then I'm not going.
Exactly.
I'm going if Casey Tron's going. No, actually, I would. It would be a really fun event to go to, but
yeah,
I would rather. It's too short notice for me personally.
Yeah, I'm not doing a Streamer Awards-a-thon. Sorry for anyone who was wondering. Although I got fucking some drama beef. I guess I got called out to do a fucking stream that I need to do. I don't know if y'all have seen the most infamous stream to ever grace Twitch. J-Hort did a butter-a-thon where the whole stream was that they just made butter live on stream.
Nice.
They jerked on stream.
Basically. And they challenged other people to do it. And it was like a bunch of like people that make sense, and then they randomly threw me in there. I was like, what the fuck?
Was it like actual churning, like a proper churn?
No, they had just like a jar that they were just like shaking to like use that as like their way to like, you know, do the friction to get the butter. But what I'm gonna do is I am gonna like actually look into just like buying a full fucking churn, and I'm gonna make like a goal of like we have to make X pounds of butter.
Pound per pound. Every pound in UK currency that you receive, you'll do 1 extra pound of butter.
We might be a little more sane about it, like every $50.
Yeah, no, but
pound of butter.
That's a beautiful but pound per pound sounds really cool though.
But pound per pound. I'm just sitting there churning butter till I fucking die because someone donates $1,000.
Me.
You can't go to the Streamer Awards because you're too busy churning butter.
Yeah, just think that you'll be absolutely fucking jacked by the end of it though.
Yeah.
Fucking giga chatted.
Yeah, that's because of the steroids though. Don't try and make out that's natty.
Taking steroids just to churn butter. Real giga chat energy.
Well, no, I think the callback there is that I'm on an oral steroid. No, fuck you. We have to explain the joke because you didn't go with it, Curly.
No, I did get the joke, but then I was deciding to segue to a different thing.
Nah.
I remembered because you did spend 6 minutes talking about it.
I did spend a lot of time
because you had to do that because you were sick, and you know what sick people need? They need surgery. But you know what scientists have done? They performed surgery on a banana.
I swear to God.
What? A banana?
No, can you believe it?
Yes.
Not even a grape.
By the way, one sec. The impressive thing about the grape was that it was so small. Bananas are just way bigger. Like that's not as impressive.
Yeah, but the grape thing isn't real.
It is though.
No, it's not.
I've seen on the internet.
They literally designed a surgery robot to test how delicate the robot is. They had to do surgery on a grape.
It was real.
They like peeled its skin back like skin.
It was real.
Yes.
You-
They actually did
But
surgery on a grape.
people just turned it into a meme because it was so stupid. But it makes sense when you think about it, because it's supposed to be so that you can like get into small places to repair things that most surgeons' hands cannot. Lanny goes rage quit because
Furiously Googling if they did surgery on a grape or not.
there's so many memes you
Okay,
probably won't even be
to
able
be
to find.
to be clear, they did do surgery on a grape, but the image that went around wasn't real.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Because you think that they perfectly lit up a fucking room to take a beautiful picture of a grape getting its skin peeled back. So what's the deal with the banana? Huh?
Guys, I found the real image.
I swear to God, what are you about? I
I've
don't
put
know
it
if
in
I want to see it.
podcast.
1 second.
It's the
I don't
real
want to see
image
it
and
until
then-
Okay.
I'm scared.
I hate this.
Excellent.
Hey, for the audio listeners out there, it's a grape that looks like the red Among Us character with a
So,
stick.
how did we universally decide that Red is the main character?
Because he's sus. Red is always sus. Because red means bad, see? I did drama at GCSE and I learned that red equals and black equal bad.
Whoa,
Whoa,
wait,
so
what?
black is bad, Curly?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Whoa, Curly, stop saying it.
No, I'm like fucking my exam, right, for drama was to literally design a character costume and like color it in based on like, you know, like this guy wears purple because he's rich and purple people like rich.
Yeah.
Purple people like rich.
People G.
That's in a podcast episode now.
I seen the other one. I'm not putting that on stream.
Oh, you're not putting the Tom Hanks grape on stream
No, I'm not putting Tom Hanks grape on stream.
for our.
Don't worry,
audio
it'll be
listeners.
in the thumbnail.
You can't stop us. We're too powerful.
I can. You're right. I can be arse making my own thumbnail. That's too much effort. What the fuck are we talking about? 1 sec. Did they actually operate on a banana? What the fuck is the banana thing?
Yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, they performed surgery on a banana.
Why?
I put the video on Twitter from Twitter on there.
On where?
On the sheet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me open up the sheet. Or
Yeah, but you
topic
gotta
sheet.
hit space to make it a hyperlink, you little fucking bitch. So we have to copy and paste it.
Yeah, I guess I gotta copy. What year is this? Tech burrito uno. Okay, this is just the same thing as the grape, but it's a banana. I'm not
The
impressed.
surgeon who was based in London performed a remote surgery on a banana located in California using 5G technology, showcasing the incredible potential of this method. Okay, that's actually
See,
kind of saying
the-
that
they
they did it across the world. Yeah.
They performed surgery on a banana across the world, so get foot grip.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that banana's not recovering. It's gonna be so fucking bruised. And it's not on stream. 1 second.
Yeah, well,
It's great.
it did have some sort of like parasite in it, so
Did it though?
In it. Fucking Brit.
Yeah, but it kind of reminds me of.
Okay, it's actually insane watching it do the threading afterwards. Spoilers, I'm a little bit ahead.
almost as if it was a cool.
Oh,
video
it
and
did
you
have
guys
a.
were
Sorry,
talking
it did have a
smack
thing
on
inside it. It had a fly in there. Oh, okay, I see. All I'm saying is, there's better ways to do this. I'll say it. You could just peel the banana and take the thing out. But they also, have you ever seen the fucking like shitty advert for like BT Internet Land Eagle, where they get a robot and connect it up to like.
Oh, I like the one where where Kevin Bacon comes and says you're gonna land a plane in your living room.
Yes, it's like that.
Yeah.
But it's like they also have one where they cut a guy's hair on top of a mountain.
Oh yeah, like they give him like a shave, don't they? And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
don't
they-
worry. I'm
Our
Kevin
connections
Bacon,
are
we're
so
using
stable.
EE, yeah.
Yeah, our connections are so stable that we'll be able to cut your hair with our reliable 4G, 5G networks.
I want to see a re-edit of the E advert where it's like, we're gonna land this plane successfully, and then it just goes to 9/11. EE 9/11.
I got the. I think I was a streamer.
Let's see if anyone's done it.
So I took the last gulp of my drink, and it was all water and gin. And ice cream.
EE 9/11. unfortunately, it's just already a YouTube channel. So
It's about the best 911s, or what do they call 7-Eleven, sorry, in the world.
Nice. It's EEVC's alt-right alt.
You mean it's man?
All right though.
I know. Well, you don't know
um,
that. You don't know
it's
that.
actually EDP's new account that he's trying to get away with.
Oh,
There it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Is he still about? Oh, remember he made his own platform.
Look, I hope not. He's on Kick. Oh.
That would not surprise me. Kick, the fucking land of sex on stream, gambling, and pedophiles, allegedly.
Allegedly gambling on stream.
No, yeah, everything else is confirmed. I actually felt uncomfortable the last time we watched the Twitch stream or the Kick stream. Sorry, the one that we brought up that looked like there was a bunch of like 16-year-olds in a nightclub.
Yeah. Imagine you looked at the name of that stream, like we're looking at it back, and it's like an EDP stream, and he's just in the bathroom.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Right, we need to stop talking about nonsense.
Has
Enough of
anyone
this
seen
nonsense.
Puss in Boots?
I really want to.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about how good it is.
I've not
I
seen
know,
it.
and I'm like, what the? Because I saw like one person. I think it was like Shafrillis. They like had it in their like top movies of whatever, and I was like, I mean, it can't be that good. And now everyone is fucking talking about how good it is. I was like, why is the Puss in Boots movie go incredibly hard for some reason?
Yeah, especially
So-
considering they already made a Puss in Boots movie. It was absolute dog shit.
exactly.
Like,
So
they made another one that basically like forgets that the other one exists, apart from using some of the characters from it.
I feel like I'm being
female
baited,
Puss in
but I
Boots.
am gonna go watch it. So
There's
no, Brandon's very good.
way it's like a Morbius thing, because like even like with the Morbius thing, like there was enough people being like, no, it's just a joke, to know it was a joke.
right.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that it's real. Yeah, because I actually heard a lot of very
Yeah, the
The
positive
good
things.
Puss in Boots movie is real.
This is such a weird like year for animation, because we've got such a good Puss in Boots movie and an amazing reboot of Scooby Doo with the Velma show.
Yeah. They apparently there's like a really, well, I say I've watched the scene, but it's like he has like a fucking panic attack at one point, and they have like a really like
Yeah.
wholesome scene where like of how to like deal with panic attacks and stuff, like correctly. Well, not correctly, but like in a better way than probably most average person would. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's a cool thing to put in a movie. To be fair, predominantly aimed at children, but probably majorly enjoyed by adults.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the bad guy's hot,
Hell yeah.
but he's also
The bad
a wolf.
guy, the bad guy's a wolf. No,
Yeah.
he's not hot.
Yeah. Well, he could be. I don't know. I don't
I would
know.
I would like to redact my hell yeah.
No, but
If it was a cat, hell yeah. But
I went to go Google his character and I just Googled the word wolf.
Yo, these are kind of hot.
I assumed it was that prominent in society.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's just a wolf. Like, there's
thing, let
nothing
me-
sexy about that. So right, okay, I do believe that people are finding this character sexy because it's already coming up.
Yeah. Like the sixth image is him with like fucking ripped abs, like shirtless.
Look at this one that was in the like suggested alongside that one. I'm sending it with just underneath the Tom Hanks grape.
Yeah. I got one similar. Yeah.
Got a fucking bulge.
Yeah. I get it.
He looks like the one from Beastars.
Oh, Legacy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, that was what Zendaya played in that Bigfoot movie.
No, I actually really like Beastars. It's actually very good. Bar the furry stuff, it's very good.
bar the furry. It's always bar the furry stuff with you, isn't it?
Bar the furry stuff is just the end credits.
Yeah, bar the bit where the wolf tries to fuck the rabbit multiple times.
I thought that's the point of the movie.
Wait,
like
are we
the
talking about
show.
Beastars or are we talking about Zootopia?
Yeah.
No, there's no wolf in Zootopia. Well, I mean, there probably are wolves in
So
Zootopia, but that's
the-
not. That's about a fox and a rabbit. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the rabbit from Zootopia ain't got nothing on the rabbit from Beastars, I'll say it.
The rabbit from
The rabbit
Zootopia is conservative.
the rabbit
ACAB.
the rabbit from Beastars is
Arab.
is is DTF. That's all I'll say. But yeah, Beastars is good.
Here's another sexy wolf from from the bad guys.
What is this movie?
So this is actually based on a comic book series that my students absolutely fucking love.
Called Beastars.
It's called The Bad Guys. I also love that Curly's not showing any of these on stream.
Why the fuck would I show the fucking jacked wolf with a massive bulge?
Why the fuck would our audience not want to see that?
And there's just a movie called Bad Guys. Also, you know what? See, you don't get to shout at me. You're the one that was like, I'm not going to record the podcast. And Lanny was also like, I'm not going to record the podcast. And I'm like, oh, well, I did 2 in a row. So no,
You
I'm not
literally
gonna
told me you didn't want me doing it because my fucking computer dies every time I try and edit one.
And then you said, I don't want you doing it because you don't edit any of them. So I went, that's fine then. You can record them.
Yeah, actually, last time we had this conversation, you said you were down to record all of them. I mean, and Z did say that they didn't want you recording them all.
Yeah, and then, so I just assumed that I wasn't going to be recording them. Hey, this everyone gets to hear this.
Hey! I'll say
Welcome to
this:
the LSF Dromcast.
2 against 1. I'm fine for Curly to record them all.
Yeah, I'm happy to record them all, but I just want someone to take notes and clip things. That's all I want. Because Z's poor computer can handle a 30-second clip, I'm sure. Oh, you're thinking about it? Is that hard?
No,
Yeah,
it's
hard.
just it's fucking what annoys me is like the only part that like I can edit the thing for the most part, except when it decides not to. But it's like on the render, it'll just randomly fail. Oh, so you brought up the fucking weird bunny, but you didn't bring up fucking hot John Travolta wolf.
Okay, one sec. You want to bring?
I'll be real. That rabbit's fucking shit to you.
Oh, is this the Beastars rabbit?
Yeah, her name's
Yeah, I'd
Harry,
rather
thank
fuck
you very
Judy
much.
Hopps over that. Yeah.
Well, hey, you don't get it. You have to watch it. It makes sense. Yeah, I actually recommend reading it. It's a very good read. They get married in the end. Spoilers.
Well, what's the fucking point now?
Yeah, fucking tell me again that you want to bang that rabbit from Beastars.
You don't look like that anymore. One sec. What is this? Why does she have so many tattoos?
I don't know. It was just the first thing that came up for Lola
One sec.
Bunny.
Look at the fucking. One sec. Look at the fucking. It's a fucking.
Yo, how to
weird-
draw.
Look at the what?
1996, and we're born the same year.
Sheesh.
The Queen. It says on her fucking arm. Ugh. What is up with this really in
Wait, you were born in
detailed like
96,
sleeve
Curly?
tattoo? Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're just born at the beginning of the year.
I was born in the 25th of January, aka next week.
Exactly, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said beginning there, because because you and I are born in the same year apparently, so you're not even a full year older than me.
Yeah, I know. We've discussed this.
I was unaware. For some reason, I thought you were at least a full year older than me.
Nope.
Guys, it's time for the reprise of our favorite game on the LSF podcast. How many till pawn?
Let's go.
What is the search phrase?
The search phrase is Lola Bunny.
4.
Four.
The first image.
4 and 1. Okay. So there is a little bit of. So to be clear, Curly wins just because it wasn't within the first 4. Do you consider this the first not safe for work image?
Yes. Yes, I do. I can't even show it on stream.
To be fair, I would say if we're willing to show it on stream, then no. I think this is safe to show on stream.
Yeah, I think
for
it is.
obvious reasons.
I think it is safe to show on stream, but at the same time, like you wouldn't put it on your work computer. That's what NSFW stands for.
You just like want to bet.
Well, Zeke definitely could not show it on his work computer. I don't think I could get away with googling Lola Bunny and keeping that downloaded onto my computer at work.
Well, if that's what we're going for, then that is 5, 9, 10,
5, 9?
15, 18.
That's a lot.
20.
I like lining when I
That's
was
the
on a fucking count,
25th.
25th?
What?
That's more than I expected. What about Haru? I'm sorry. That's the Beastars rabbit. Let me see. Well, that's just in the show. It's not even porn, it's just actually in the show.
Round 2, everyone. How many until Judy hops?
Damn it! That's what I was doing. Because I thought it'd be funny if we each did one. So for mine, what I would consider porn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the 10th image.
My 8th one is not safe for work. I'll show.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7th on mine. If we're counting that one.
What's 10th on yours? You need to send that.
I'm
Because
looking up.
my 10th definitely is.
God, guys, we're doing this in podcast and not in
Yeah.
Trek is Hot.
Yeah.
It's all right. None of this is like actual LSFW.
That was 10 on
Yeah,
mine.
but Truth Means in there.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it don't matter because it's not actual NSFW.
You're fair. That's fair. For Haru, the rabbit from Beastars is much further down than I actually expected. To be honest, but it's a scene from the actual anime.
That's not that bad. I don't think Z.
There's a figure. You could probably buy that.
I have an unfortunate amount more that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I get some bad ones like not too far down.
Yeah, 14 is bad for me. 20 is really bad.
Yo, there's not that much.
Why is that a
porn.
Steam Community Workshop page? No. This is 20.
Okay. We're okay now.
Hey, all I'm saying is there's way more. Considering people say Beastars is basically just porn, there is way more that you're seeing for these characters than what I'm seeing for Haru.
Fair enough. Let's also stop talking about this because us just sitting in silence sending images we can't show on stream back and forth to each other is not good podcast content.
Hey, well, some of them will be in the thumbnail, so don't worry, everyone.
Oh, it's gonna be pure porn in the thumbnail.
Probably the Lola Bunny with the censored. That's probably the one I'll use.
Yeah, Lola Bunny with tattoos. Tom Hanks as the grape.
No, I'm gonna do Lola Bunny with the censor bars, not the tattoos.
Oh yeah, Lola Bunny with the Lola Bunny with censor bars. Tom Hanks is a grape.
Tom Hanks is a grape, and then probably something to do with our tier list, which this week is.
Let's fucking go. The segue of a century.
Well, it wasn't until you said it was the segue of the century. Which is pizza toppings. Woo. This
You
one
want
comes
a
in
pizza
from,
that ass?
No, it's the Z. No, I want
Yeah,
a pizza this topic. Yo, it's me first.
Hoggies.
So everyone knows these pizza toppings through and through.
Of course.
But I wanted to know what these pizza toppings would be like as animated characters in a film based around food.
I
But
really
for
wish
children.
you had let us guess, but it's fine.
Get fucked. Kelly already figured it out earlier. It's fine.
Yeah.
Probably based on the fact there was a James Corden to you. He always has to play something.
So you do not like onions?
Well, I don't like James Corden.
Well, they have layers.
I was like, onions are good, but James Corden is in fact dog shit. So
No, I don't like onions. But you know, like I think that these ones on the top give like good protagonist vibes. And like and then like, you know, like the secondary like friend character, I feel like a mushroom's good, you know, it gives like that toad feel. Yeah. I feel like sausage and bacon specifically work nice as like a little duo.
That's fair. I agree.
The pepper and the pepper works nicely. The only one that I maybe
tomato and a pepper. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, we're looking at
the pepper.
I know. Shut up. I got it. As soon as I said that out loud, I was like,
the only one that maybe could have got up there is maybe I could have had ham as a protagonist alongside pineapple. That would have been quite cool. Yeah, it's a divisive one. And then you got the comic relief.
They're all leaves,
really.
you son of a bitch. I fucking hate you.
Then you got your background characters. You know, the ones that say like a few words, or they just make like a noise or something. They're just a bit like like a little bit annoying or whatever in the background.
So you know how in like
Um,
all the Adam Sandler movies, you have Rob Schneider who just shows them like he can do it.
yeah, like that sort of thing.
He's
Yeah,
that character.
yeah. Like one of them would be like auto-tuned and. And then you've got the ones that like are like so low res and like the only animation they put into them was blinking and they're like part of the crowd. And then you got James Corden, the annoying fucking onion.
But yeah, they have layers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think fucking James
He's the-
Corden's a lot more of a nuanced actor than you give him credit for. There's real layers to that guy.
Yeah, have
I'm
you not seen
actually
Gavin
gonna leave.
Stacey?
Thanks everyone for watching the last episode of the LSF podcast.
All right.
We decided to break up due to a fundamental disagreement on James Corden.
Okay. Oh, this
Oh yeah, a fundamental difference in our belief systems.
So we didn't talk about this beforehand, but I actually just did mine based on the actual thing.
Okay, yum yum yamoo.
There was a limit. There was a limit. I wanted to do the okay yum yum yummy
Yum yum yamoo.
yum yum yummy. But anyway, I wanted to do the fucking TikTok, the fucking okay yum yum yummy, like that one. But there was a text limit, so I just went fuck it and just left it what it was. So for me, these are the goats. Just like I actually like salami more than I like pepperoni.
Base take.
That's fair.
Sausage. Obviously, I wouldn't put a whole fucking dead ass sausage on a pizza. I'm not a psychopath.
Equivalent ring.
I actually just replace the crust with sausage. Mwah.
Oh, sausage stuffed crust.
That actually kind of go
yeah.
hard though. You do like a full like kielbasa around the outside.
We do have hot dog stuffed crust in the UK.
We do, but it's the shitty hot dogs, like American style
Yeah.
hot dogs that are depressing and make me literally want to Minecraft myself.
Want to Minecraft myself.
Yeah. Then mushrooms. I am a mushroom believer. I love mushroom. Yummy, 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 mushy mushies. I love mushrooms and garlic and dough ball. Actually, see mushrooms, garlic, and meatballs together as like a fucking like.
Is that what you want? Do you want a meatball and mushroom pizza with garlic in it?
That would be the goat.
Yeah, that sounds fire. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that maybe honestly the only thing I'd add on sweet corn as well. I love sweet corn. I also just need to know my digestive system's working so that when you see this shit, I need to know the pizza's passed. And the okay yum yum yummoo tier, I've assumed this is garlic butter and not a stick of butter. I'm not American. I don't just eat butter for fun.
Is that a thing though? Because I assume this is based on like American like.
I
eating habits.
have no idea, dude.
Well,
Well, I mean, I have no idea if it's based on America's or not. But as for just like putting butter on pizza, no. Like I've said, Papa John's will do they'll give you like a little tin of like some garlic butter that's like melted. So like that's the closest we get to just putting butter on pizza.
Putting some garlic butter on is a thing sometimes in the UK.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm assuming. And you know what? I said garlic is goated. Garlic butter is also very good, but it's not just garlic,
Not as good.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not as good because even though I'm eating pizza, I just feel like the butter doesn't add enough for how unhealthy butter is.
Fair enough. That's
I would just have more garlic. Thank you.
Yeah, that's best.
I like onions a lot. I like caramelized onions. I don't like raw onions. Like I have to either fry the fuck out of my onions or caramelize them. When my brother was a child, he couldn't pronounce the word onions and he called them nunions, and now that just like sits in my head rent free.
Oh, there's only one form of onion I will eat, and it's in the form of a ring.
And fried and battered.
Yeah.
I don't because like I think putting just like because if you put like red onion on a pizza and then you bake it because you're not just eating raw onion, it's like technically cooked.
Though what's funny though, if red onion for me goes down in the tier, but brown onion, which is what's here, goes in the okay yum 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 tier.
Interesting.
I don't like red onion as much.
They both taste like absolute ass.
Red onion is a bit too.
Onions are like the most onion that you could get.
Yummy, but red onions are just a bit too I don't know how to. I just don't like them. Maybe it's 'cause I
Yeah,
had them
good.
raw. I had them raw once, and was just like it just put me off them for life.
Yeah, no shit. That would kill a fucking Victorian child.
Bacon. Hey, everyone likes bacon. I would personally not have American style bacon, but you know it is what it is. Chicken.
Oh, that's true. I didn't really consider it. I mean, I know mine wasn't in that order, but yeah.
Yeah, I would not have your streaky fucking fatty ass motherfucking stupid ass bacon
Nah,
shit.
bits
Fucking
of
stupid ass.
good bacon, I would like be down for.
See, to be fair, I don't really like fat on bacon. I don't know if that's a hot take, but whenever I
Yeah.
cook bacon, I just have medallion of bacon. I'll just take the fat off.
No, that's fair. Fair people do that.
Yeah. Chicken. I'm assuming this is chicken.
Yeah.
It does look like everyone's played at Nando's ever.
True. looks like the classic butterfly.
It does.
Classic
It's chicken.
bofa.
Spinach, underrated. I think. I think spinach as a whole
I
is
love
underrated.
Spinach is awesome.
Yeah, I don't like it like fully raw, like some people I know do. But for me, spinach is an underrated vegetable.
I can eat spinach raw. Just fucking handfuls of grass. Let's go.
Fair.
When I do salads, I like to do spinach base in my salads instead of lettuce. Just because
Yeah.
it's just way better. Yeah.
I think lettuce is kind of like weak. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
just like so watery.
Oh, there are like you can get like butter lettuce, which is it doesn't have butter in it, but it like has flavor. and
Garlic
it's
butter
like
lettuce.
yeah. It just like tastes like more, and it has like less water in it. It like has actual more nutrition. That lettuce is fine, and like a romaine isn't terrible, but like iceberg lettuce and like most other lettuces are pretty dog shit.
Pepperoni, can't go wrong. Literally had pepperoni pizza today. It's like the white girl
tasty.
pizza. You know what I mean? It's like the basic bitch
It's-
pizza.
It's the pumpkin spice latte of pizza.
Yeah, it
I don't
really
think
is.
I've actually had salami on a pizza. Actually, just thinking about it.
I just like salami more than pepperoni, so by
Yeah,
default.
no, that's fair. I just don't think
Uh,
I've ever had a pizza place that's put salami on it.
Yeah, is this Parma ham?
I think so.
Yeah, I like Parma
Um,
ham.
It looks like like prosciutto sort of ham sort of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
prosciutto.
Prosciutto probably a better choice. Either way, but I would think I would only like it if it was put on after the pizza was cooked. It was cold.
Yeah, no, that's best because it just go like crispy.
Yeah, I prefer it to be cold. But I still
Yeah.
think it's very
Um,
tasty, so it's up there.
I love slamming on some of that with just like a little bit of mozzarella or something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Say Bon Appetit, they did a when they were testing like the best pizza toppings, they did prosciutto, and what they did the pizza for like most of it, and then they would put the prosciutto on later and then put it in for a little bit, so that way it would like get like cooked up and like warm but like not crispy like when
Okay,
you put it in with
that's
the-
fair.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
probably the better way to do it. What's up next? Sun-dried tomatoes we've kind of agreed on, and not some sort of niche chorizo. It could be chorizo actually. Whoa. But it's sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, it's M&S chorizo.
Yeah.
The classic pizza topping.
Sun-dried tomatoes are alright. You know, they're made for me. I actually nearly considered putting pepper in because they give me heartburn. I'm a little baby boy and can't handle pepper.
Actually, it's bell pepper.
Yeah, that's a bell pepper. You fucking
Still gives me
bell end.
heartburn. You fucking.
Did
I was about to say something.
you
I was about to say
say-
I was about to say
did you
something that was gonna
say
be cut
bell
out.
end?
No.
Yes, I did say it's a bell pepper, you bell end.
That's great.
I'm fucking funny sometimes, dude.
Yeah, imagine.
God, I had the most insane fucking joke of my life. You guys go. I'm gonna try and fucking think of what it was.
Okay,
And,
speed
like,
run
no
on
one
these.
appreciated how funny I was.
Pepper,
Fucking bitch.
heartburn. I don't really like hot too much.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yeah, broccoli. I love. I haven't really had it on a pizza, so I would assume that it would be okay. I like
Perfect for
broccoli.
down in a drink.
I've heard. Ham, mid. Tomatoes. Kind of most pizzas have tomatoes on them, so I kind of by default like tomato sauce at least. So
I don't know if I agree with the ham take there. I think ham on pizza is like slaps a bit harder than ham in general, like warm ham.
nah, it depends what kind of
Yeah, I
ham
hate
it is.
ham on pizza. Yeah.
It
But
gets
I like
depends.
regular ham, but I hate it on pizza. So
Yeah,
That's strange.
for some reason even
But,
even though we talked about this possibly being like basil or something, for some reason I seen it as mint and went when I made this tier list. I was
Could you
like,
imagine? Could you imagine putting mint on your pizza? That'd be fucking rancid.
olives are or not olive. Are they all? They're all. These are both olives, aren't they?
Yeah, they're black olives. I think.
Yeah, I've had black
olives on the
olives.
left, On the
Yeah.
right are banana peppers.
Pepper.
Oh, we're
added to
down
the-
in hate.
banana
Sorry,
pepper.
yeah, green
No, we're an
olives.
UG, but yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
Either
black
way,
olives.
I've had black olives before, and like, mm, mm. Mint somehow is above anchovies, the other things, and
That's
pineapple.
That's base though. I'd put
Yeah.
actually. I don't know. Like I don't. I actually really like hot pineapple, but I don't know if I.
Okay, well, this is the last episode of the LSF podcast.
You don't like hot? Oh my god!
I don't
went to
like.
this,
I actually don't like pineapple. Full stop.
Oh, on the same day that pre-podcast I spoke about going to an M&S because I'm a fancy bitch. We went to this Brazilian place where it was a steakhouse where they gave you like all you could eat steak off of like rotisseries.
Yeah.
And like one of the last rotisserie things we got brought around was just like a load of pineapple that was like seasoned in cinnamon.
Hell
And
yeah.
it was just like hot pineapple with like cinnamon seasoning. It was so good.
That does sound insane.
And then the last tab, I assume this was some. We said it might be basil, it might be cilantro. God knows. I don't know.
Oregano, or that one I think is the basil. The one up top is oregano.
That's mint. No.
Yeah, that's mint.
That's an
exactly.
artichoke, if I'm not mistaken.
That is an artichoke. Look at you, so proud.
But I've
It's
never
my artichoke.
I've never had one, so I think I knew what it was, but I've never had one. It's one of those things I look at and go, how the fuck do you eat that?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten artichoke actually.
So you take the spiky
Artichoke on these
is how you-
nuts.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I'm so funny.
Yeah, you take the spiky bits on. Oh, so I just don't get to do my tier list. That's
No.
how you fucking transition back.
I pressed the wrong one.
Go fast,
All
eat
right.
ass.
No, you didn't see. Did you see me? Did you not see me transition to the fucking start and sit screen?
Alright, so what do you guys think the tier list is?
I can't make
Oh,
it.
see,
My
that's-
teeth rotted. Gains cholesterol thick. What the fuck?
Go fast, eat ass, gains, cholesterol, thick. See, some of
I do
these.
feel I may have misdone. One, the thick tier should be above the cholesterol tier. And then two, I think
Okay.
mushrooms should be in probably gains.
What the fuck? No, I have no fucking clue. Not time for Curly to Binkus in this.
Yeah, you'd think sometimes that Z messages me, but he genuinely doesn't. I'm in the
Yeah, I cannot
matrix.
believe you binked me ranking them on how likely they are to take care of my cat.
That's why you think like
That
half
was
of
the most
these,
insane.
The only thing I can think of is that it's like the kind of people that you see in the gym.
We're close. This is so again. Keep my
But
thick should be
cholesterol
above
doesn't
the-
fit, so that's the
Yeah,
only thing.
thick should be above cholesterol. How your body would react if this was the only item you could eat forever?
Alright, okay. Yeah,
Obviously.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yo, catch me in the thick tier.
Is there any of these
Yeah, it's like-
foods that would actually work? Is my question.
Broccoli and spinach, maybe. That's about it.
Butter.
Other than that, yeah, I don't really think you would make it very far on any of these by themselves.
Well, no,
Like
even
peppers have
like-
like no
yeah.
nutritional value. Same
I-
with onions; they have like no nutritional value. Mushrooms,
Mushrooms?
they are fairly healthy, so that's why I think we should move those up to
Yeah.
gains or
Yeah.
go fast eat ass. Like that one, a miss on my end. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, like you said, to be
Pineapple
fair,
would just be
I
so
actually don't
fucking
think
sweet.
can
You're eating
move.
nothing but sugar all the time. Your fucking teeth would fall out.
To be fair, the only thing about pineapple, what actually would probably
Yo,
make
your
you
cum
actually
would be
survive,
so good.
are you saying only eat? So you can drink water and stuff?
Yeah. that's
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say if it was like only consume this, pineapple would be the goat because it's like the only one that has like juice in it.
fair. You would get me on that. But yeah, you can
Yeah.
have water specifically, but you're not allowed to have like protein shakes or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you put meatballs and sausage and gains. I think that's a misconception to what actually goes into meatballs.
What it
and
is, I
sausages.
have bacon, prosciutto, pepperoni, and salmon here because they have a lot higher fat content usually than the ones up top do.
Then sausage, which is most would you have different kinds of sausages than we
I
do.
guess yeah,
Sausage-
sausage might move down to cholesterol.
The sausage in this picture is probably not that bad.
The
Looks like
sausage in this
I like
picture
an
looks like
actual
it's been
sausage.
cooked in fucking baby fat.
Baby fat. Oh no.
Okay, so
But yeah, I don't think they're
Belfast
actually. I feel like all of these would be. I can't make it.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. The butter
But some
one
you would make
be
it further than
fuck.
others.
Yeah, I love like go fast eat ass as if you'd be fucking thriving after eating fucking spinach.
Nothing
for
but
your
broccoli.
like,
Yeah.
I love fucking spinach as if you wouldn't be fucking dead in like 2 days. Like I have no fucking sustenance in my body.
No, spinach is like fairly nutrient dense. Oh, one thing that would be something you have to watch out with spinach is you would get like iron poisoning because it has like actually a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of iron in it.
Yeah,
Same with
you
broccoli
literally.
though. That's like all iron as well.
Yeah, that's like the thing with bananas. If you eat more than 7 bananas, you can die of potassium overdose. I know that's not true in all cases, but I know that if you could die from potassium overdose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's not exactly
excuse me.
7 bananas each time, but
So
Yeah.
yeah, if you eat a whole bunch of bananas, you fucking die.
You're the only reason I know that.
Why they can't sell you a full bunch of bananas? They have to like chop them in half. It's
That
a
I
legal
go-
requirement.
like
Do you
please,
ever
it's for your own health.
Do you ever remember Holby City? Are you aware of Holby City?
Please tell me there was not a person who ate a bunch of bananas who fucking died on Holby
No,
City.
what happened in Holby City was there was like a crazy nurse who was killing people like on the subtle. You know, like
Like
those.
giving them fucking bananas.
No, she was like putting too much potassium in them, and they did the whole like, oh, she had too much potassium in her
But she
system.
also gave them a banana before while they were in hospital.
No, she just
And they never
replaced.
saw it coming.
She just put
That's
potassium in their
right.
fucking IV drip and just killed them. But then,
Like this-
then someone in the background was like, "Is that like the thing when you say that you eat 7 bananas, you can die?" And then, yeah, I sound like a Fable NPC. Hire me up.
and everyone just said, "Fucking no, you moron."
Okay, job's done.
Job's done.
Job's done. Work.
Also, how come tomatoes are in go fast eat ass, but then
Sun dried.
some tomatoes that have been just left out in the sun and dried up? How come they're not?
They don't have the juice. They got the
Yeah,
good.
they lose all their nutrients when they're
Yeah, they ain't got the good in them anymore because it's all been sucked out by the sun.
Oh, true. But then just suck it back out of the sun.
I will say, only eating garlic would be as much as I love garlic. Holy shit! Have you ever tried to eat garlic on like raw?
Oh,
yeah, it is
nah.
Oh,
actually miserable.
Yeah, I'm
Could you
looking
imagine
at this.
Could you imagine eating fucking basil?
I'm sending them out to
Fucking hell.
pepper.
Yeah, that's
out.
why basil and oregano are both down. They're like, nah, gamer, nah.
To
We
be
ain't
fair,
making it.
but I couldn't make it because I would starve because I'd rather just fucking starve to death than eat basil.
Fair. That's fair. I like pizza.
Also, yeah, pineapple is bad as well because it's so acidic that it actually like takes you out with it.
Pardon
True
me.
facts. Yeah, pineapple. It's so acidic that it can actually like the reasons why it's so like tingly and that is because it's like actually like acidically burning you.
Oh, it probably would burn your stomach. No, I know you're. Wait, no, it wouldn't. Maybe it would.
I feel like if you only ate pineapple and you ate like quite a lot of it, you'd probably do yourself some damage.
Yeah, you'd probably your esophagus would go, not your stomach, because your stomach is literally. I was
Yeah,
about to say
you just-
acid
you
resistant,
just,
as
like-
if it's
you
like
just,
had
like-
some sort of stat buff.
You just like have burn like a big hole in your chest.
Yeah.
Ludwig style.
That happened to me when I got very drunk when I was 16 and finally threw up and ended up in hospital. I burnt my esophagus from throwing up acid,
Jesus Christ.
and I couldn't laugh for like a week.
Oh yeah, brother.
Let go! Social services got involved.
So all you could do was watch the LSF podcast to make sure you didn't laugh.
Yeah. Imagine, couldn't be me. Yeah, that was a good tier list. I like pizza.
I like pineapple.
I want a pizza that ass, Carly.
Speaking, no, I can't.
That's not the segue.
That's
I
not the
ruined you.
segue. Yeah, that's not the segue. I looked at the only other topic and
I-
was like, I cannot
I-
segue with that.
I actually, I would say that I more than love pizza. I adore it. And speaking of Dora,
There it is.
Oh.
just let the segue happen.
So we did a like we called it connections. It's something one of the 8th grade teachers likes to do, where he will just set a timer for 8 minutes and students are allowed to just it kind of goes like more freeform, which I think if we did it a little more structured, it would be a little bit better. You just say a sentence. We did this on our first day back from winter break. You like say something and hoping to get people to want to connect with you. And then after that 8 minutes is over, we set the timer again for 8 minutes, and then students are allowed to say something in response to one of the things that people said, and it like gets people talking that might not normally be talking, because like you find out people are interested in other things. Like we had some people who are like, oh, you know, I am really good at basketball. I like did cheer. I like to draw art, things like that. Um, about 7.5 minutes had gone by, and this one fucking weird ass girl who was not in this class last semester, the first thing I ever hear this girl say is, I ship Dora and Diego. And then the whole class is just fucking silent. And then when we did the next round of like connections, no one had said anything in relation to Dora and Diego. And so towards the end, again, she was like, so no one else ships Dora and Diego. And I just snap on her. I'm like, no, what would we? They're related.
Yeah,
She was like, and? I was like, I don't want to know your opinions of your own cousins, if that's your stance.
Oh.
Yeah. That was just an unhinged first interaction.
So wait, they're cousins? I didn't know Dora and Diego were cousins.
Yeah.
I have to take off my fanfic off the internet.
Your one fan that goes to the school is like devastated if you take it offline.
Did you do? Sorry, this is related to the story. Did you do Letterland in school, Lanigal? When you learned the alphabet?
Do what?
Letterland.
Letterland? No.
Like so we had this system to help us learn the alphabet called Letterland, right? And it was like A was for
we have Legoland. That's what we have.
A was for Annie Apple. B was for Bouncing Ben. C was for Clever Cat. And what X used to be was Kissing Cousins.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What is this Alabama ass bullshit?
Yeah, I'm curious to what it is these days. Oh yeah, it used to be outrageous. Letterland changed the X character from Kissing Cousins to Fix It Max.
You know that there were people complaining about PC gone mad.
Yeah, Fix It Max is also black, so they probably hated that as well. The same people that wanted their cousins to kiss. What a fucking world, eh?
Kekona, brother.
Let me see if
it's insane how Kekona some parts of England can be.
One sec, where's the?
It wasn't a part of England.
But yeah, you're not wrong. But we learned Letterland.
Part of Northern Ireland, which is admittedly a part of the United Kingdom, but definitely not a part of England.
Yeah, but they changed a lot of them, like in retrospect, because like one of them was Robber Red, and they were like, oh no, he can't be a robber. That's a bad thing to say. So they changed it to Robot Red. I think they changed that before they kissed, before the cousins stopped kissing. I'm not sure though.
I need the timeline of the law.
But they had like Fireman Fred, like Nosy Nick or whatever it was, or Naughty Nick, and like they changed E. Used to be Elephant Man. Oh, that's why they can't call it Elephant Man anymore. That makes.
It used to be Elephant Man.
Oh no, sorry, it was Eddie the Elephant. Sorry, it wasn't Elephant Man. Ippy Inc. Okay, they're still there. Sorry, I'm just catching up on my Letterland lore. It's been 20 years since I learned the alphabet, so you know it's been a while. Over 20 years. Sorry, I learned it when I was probably like 4 or 5. Like
when
all the
45. God damn, you're old, Curly.
We're born the same year.
And I'm old. What's your fucking play here?
Do you know? See, I was actually watching the video of you the other day with how your hair used to look, and I'm actually so glad you're bald.
Yeah. There's a reason we kept it after we did it for a meme. I was like, it actually just looked way better.
Yeah, because I was like, did you look like that? Like, for me, you've always been bald, even though I knew you before you were bald, and I've seen you before you were bald. I looked at it and was like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that person sitting there with hair? Yucky.
What video were you watching? Just curious.
The one where you got your head shaved.
Yeah, dude, fucking. Oh my god, what a banger! I fucking we were at a party and someone had mentioned that I do YouTube, and someone's like, "Oh, what's a good video of yours?" And I mentioned that one, and they put it up on the fucking TV at the party. I'm like, no. So we're all just fucking getting drunk, and me getting my head shaved while speed eating lettuce, and fucking Paralyzer is playing,
That's
and
great.
they're cracking an egg on my head is playing on the fucking TV, and a lot of people were like, "This is intense."
Are you pausing it, explaining? I was like, okay, well that's Cans, right? He edits for this guy called Stan, it's like, and that's Vale, but his name has a 3 in it, so we don't really know how to say it. Okay, yeah, that's sheep.
Val 3.
It's TH3 Vale.
That was so funny that Dane Cook said, "Thanks, TH3 Vale." Let Dane Cook.
Let Dane Cook. I don't even know who he is, really. Well, actually, I said
let
that. I know
him
who
cook.
he is, but I don't care who he is. Fuck you, Dane Cook.
Who mega lol.
But not fucking that 3rd hour, because that's the science class that I teach. It is also wild because there's this one girl. She fucking pulled me, or she like raised her hand. She was like, "Hey, I need like help with this thing," and I was like, "Sure." And she was like, "Please, please, you gotta help me. Like, I'll pay you for it." I was like, "It is literally my job to like sit here and answer questions for you guys. Like, you don't have to pay me." She's like, "No, it's fine. Teacher visit, I'll pay you." I'm like, "No." And so like we're sitting there, we're working on the project, and she fucking slips $2 into my pocket because I'm wearing like my corduroys, where like my pockets aren't like tight up against me. They're like kind of like sag, kind of like pockets on sweatpants.
I'd be so livid because like that's not worth getting caught with a bribe for.
Yeah, exactly.
At least make it fucking worth my while.
Yeah. So I had like take the $2. I was like, "Keep your fucking money, please." Like, I don't like, you're one gonna get me in trouble. 2, it's fine. I'll just help you with the project. That's literally what I get paid to do. And then 3, like $2, really? Only $2? Come on. I'm worth more than that.
I think that's her.
That's less than a tier 1 sub.
Yeah, you say that, but that was probably that child's fucking life savings. That's their life savings, though. You know what I mean?
So true.
Fucking hell! Could you imagine spending your entire life savings just to get Z to help you with a project?
You have to pay me
$2.
And then we all know that I don't do that.
Yeah, that's it. Z, I'm sending the guys to your house pretty soon. Be ready.
Let's fucking go.
They're swimming over.
You can't afford to buy him a flight because I have Curly's money.
Yeah, they're just swimming over to get you.
Oh, well, actually, I could, because I don't know if you've heard the really pog news. Fuck you, Lanny Gill. You should have been for Northern Ireland. We all got £600 from the government.
Let's go.
Literally, we were. I was just sitting here. It hit midnight, and I was like, "Who the fuck has just give me £600?" And I was worried that he'd give me the wrong amount back. And I was like, "This guy's fucked up bad." And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh my god, the money from the power companies. Let's go!" It's because like the prices of like gas and electric went up so much. They like just basically give us a bunch of free money back to pay for it. But you can use it on whatever you want. So it's not being used on gas and electric. So I'm richer now.
I mean, regardless of even if like people in England got that money, I wouldn't get it. So
yeah, well, you don't have the opportunity to get it now.
Yeah,
a friend of mine from England, I was like, "I'll send you my postcode.
Yeah.
You can pretend to be me
Yo,
with VPN."
Let's go VPN.
VPN the
But
Belfast.
I don't pay any gas or electric anyway. So
Wow.
Yeah, he lives.
He just taps it from. You tap it from your neighbors.
He also taps it from his neighbors. Sorry, I forgot.
yeah. I'm also tapping my neighbors. So.
Hey.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. No, not a single ounce of fucking respect.
I actually
disrespectfully.
I seen someone on Twitter. I say someone. I'm pretty sure it was someone who were we talking about the other day. We were literally talking about them the other day.
What were we talking about?
Oh, fuck, doesn't matter. Anyway, basically,
give me context. I can get us there.
I just cannot remember his name. Oh, Oath.
Oh.
And he like he tweeted at someone like basically they were like it was someone had like bought this Kanye or like Kim had bought this dress and like redone it up or something and like fucked it over and like so it's not original anymore and someone was really angry about it and he clearly didn't understand the context and started a tweet being like respectfully what the fuck you know it about basically. But started with respectfully. I'm like that's hey, and then I read the whole encounter and you know what, it was actually a very respectful encounter. I'm like that's the first time in my entire life where someone has started, that's like going like no offense but fuck you. No, I've never seen anyone like reply to that and have a civil conversation whenever you start a sentence with respectfully or no offense or I'm not racist, but
Yeah.
like it's all the same thing. And it was crazy. I've never seen interaction be so like wholesome on Twitter. It was crazy.
I just found out the new Invincible trailer just dropped, and I'm fucking so excited.
What's Invincible?
It's a superhero comic that's on Amazon Prime.
Seth
that is
Rogen's
just
in it?
like, yes. But
It's
it's
like-
just like
it's like-
incredibly
it's not
brutal and
Beastars.
honest, and it's like, hey, fucking being a superhero actually kind of like, or being like a kid superhero basically, kind of fucking sucks dick and is horrifying.
Oh, I've seen memes from this. I know what it is.
It's like
Yes,
that
and
animated
there's
The
also
Boys.
the evil dad. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I will not watch it, but that's cool. Is it
The
good?
show kicks ass.
If the trailer's the same thing I watched, don't get too excited.
It's the teaser trailer that came out like 9 hours ago.
Yeah, don't get too excited.
I am paused on the first frame that is Seth Rogen and Invincible sitting at what looks like their version of Burger King, except it's a diner.
Yeah,
Burger
so like imagine that concept and imagine if the entire teaser trailer was that.
Well, to be
Expect
fair,
nothing less, honestly.
are they at are they at an airport? Because if it's Burger King and an airport, that is different.
No, it's not. It's not an airport. It's trash.
Speaking of trash, do you have anything else to talk about?
Oh,
Or is
okay.
that the end of the podcast?
I thought you had some sort of like anecdote to tell us what trash built then.
No, it's just saying that we're horrible people, and this
Oh,
podcast is a
before-
waste of time.
How did your free game Friday go with all of you people?
Bro, fucking that's the one. That had been the last thing I did before I died. What a miserable life I would have lived. 'Cause that was the stream I almost died after. The game was a broken piece of shit that was just not that fun. A couple of people were having like a really good time with it. I just wasn't having that much fun at all, but I wanted to keep playing because everyone else seemed to be having fun.
It was
And
really fun until everyone was told how to play the game. In my opinion, when we were running around having almost zero idea what to do, I was like, "This is fun. Let's pick up fucking our paper airplanes and throw them at each other and hug each other randomly because that's the thing you can do."
6-pack is such an insane item because like you can like throw a bottle across the room and like hit someone, and the 6-pack is just that, but it like rapid fires 6 of them in a row. It's
You can
fucking
basically
insane.
you can machine gun fire 6 bottles in a row.
And you don't get to like choose like, oh, maybe only fire 2, maybe fire 3. You click the button, all 6 go.
The concept of the game's actually really good though, I will say. Like they take away some of the like negatives that like, so it's like 6 players and like Among Us, you know how Among Us you just kill whenever you want. The whole thing with the like the bad people, what are they called, the paranoids or whatever, is that what it was? They can only kill by using like environmental things, the oxygen running out, or
I think if you team
syringes.
up, like you can
So,
like two
they-
kill them both, can't you?
They
Or
can't
is
do
it just
that.
the people?
It's only the people that can do that.
Ah, okay.
So I think that's what Trash said. So like the 2 imposters can't do that because it would just be them killing. But they can get like a syringe to kill people with. But when they use the syringe, it plays like music. So if anyone's nearby,
Right.
they can like see them.
Yeah.
But
And then also the syringes are also on the map in like big glass things that's like,
So it's
hey,
easy to see.
imposters only. So yeah, it's like you have to get
Yeah.
them sneakily.
one of the best kills, to be fair, I played like the first 2 games and then dipped out. But one of the best kills was the air vent thing. So like you have to get to the next floor to like to start a meeting like in Among Us. You have to like find the key cards, but some of them are in like awkward places. There's one where you have to like
there's one where you have to like keep a button held down while someone goes in like an area that's like if you let go of the
Sometimes
button,
like
they'll be
that.
like sucked out into space sort of thing.
no, it's if you press the button, they get sucked out into space.
Oh right.
So you can go in if you're alone, but if someone's standing out there, you have to trust that they're not going to suck you into space.
Yeah.
Which happens.
And then there's also carnivorous plants. that you can just walk onto and eat shit and fucking die, or like you can push someone into a carnivorous plant so they eat shit and fucking die.
There was
great.
also the snowball. Like, I'm sure you could probably kill someone with that snowball. Like, you can roll it down
Oh
the
yeah,
hill.
the big rolly snowball. Yeah.
Yeah. Generally, I think the game's good, but I think if it's one of those games where if you were to work out and know exactly what you need to do, it's solved, and you don't have to worry too much about it. You know, like when people got
Yeah.
really sweaty in Among Us, and they did
Yeah.
the whole jokey thing where it was like, if you come out of the vent, you'll be facing right. If you go out of this room, kind of shit. I know that
Or
was
like they
kind of
can
a
like
meme,
look
but
at logs. It's like, oh, because this person entered this room at this time, that this had to have happened then. And like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
touch grass.
In that game, the way it works is the intel you get is like it like narrows it down by people, doesn't it?
yeah. So each
It's like
person
it's
will have
between
their own
these
intel
three
report.
people, and then you have to like cross reference it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do 4 people at a time, and technically, if everyone reveals all of theirs truthfully, you would be able to work it out. But
Yeah.
is everyone going to do that and actually bother to do it? Is the point?
Yeah.
I think it was fun, but I feel like once we got told that you could just strangle and thingy people, it just got to the point where we're like, I don't like this or not don't like. I think this person is it. Someone come over here. I'm holding them. You break their neck.
There was a lot of that. There was a
Yeah.
lot of me assisting in the strangulation of innocent people. As
Yeah.
it turns out, I may or may not have been running third imposter in more than one round.
And in the second, so you start in a room with 2 people, like it's you and another person starting this like same like quarters basically. And I log me and Z were in the same one. I instantly spawn, doesn't tell me what my role is, and I go, why the fuck am I a robot? Which means you're an imposter. And Z was like, oh.
Get him. Oh.
And I couldn't
Something that else. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your.
So I was like, I couldn't work out how to kill because you need to hold in the button to use the syringe. I just kept tapping it and it kept playing the music, and we ran around for like 5 minutes of me like jumping and like Z grabbing onto me, but not being able to grab on long enough. And then I had to speed boost and run away from you and Trash, and that went on for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then you got me eventually.
Yeah, 'cause something else that was insane was that I was like, hey, Curly had told me he was an imposter. And
Never
then
ignored
Trash
you.
was like, well, why do you want to kill Curly? I was like, because he literally said that. He's like, oh, I don't know. And then Trash like goes off and kills someone else. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I was like, is Trash the second imposter? So I fucking get people together to kill Trash. And then Trash was innocent. I'm like, son of a bitch. Something else that sucks about that game that I actually think is like a ruiner for me. It is 6 players. That's it. You can't play with any less. You can't play with any more.
That's
And
strange.
it seems like a game that would be a lot better with more people. But you
Yeah.
were hard capped at 6, and that sucks.
Yeah, if there was more, if you could get like 10 people in there, it'd be really fun. I think you don't even need to up the imposters. You just need to give them more like.
One cool thing that it does do is it doesn't tell you if you voted out an imposter or not.
Yes.
And after each time you do a vote, it's like, do you think all the imposters are dead? So even if you theoretically could voted out all the imposters, you can continue playing and like have to like try and like not die to the airlock or not die to like getting
Yeah.
sucked into a plant and stuff like that. So the imposters can still win even if all the imposters have been voted out. And that specifically, I do think is a really cool feature.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Jubilee videos. No, the like.
Yes, it is exactly the Jubilee video.
Put your hand up if you think that all of the fake Disney fans are out of the square right now. Those are interesting.
But yeah, but that being said,
videos.
I hated the game. I had a pretty miserable time, and then I almost fucking immediately died after, which also doesn't help.
Speaking of immediately dying, this is the end of the podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.